All right, Chris Hassel and Pete Prisco, pleased to be joined now by Russell Wilson, courtesy of Bose headphones, which he's got on. We'll ask you what you're doing with Bose in just a little bit, Russell. But it was 7 years ago, Super Bowl 48 champion. You were kind of in the same exact boat over those couple of years as Patrick Mahomes is now. You went to the Super Bowl at a young age. You went right back the next season. So looking back on that, what kind of advice would you have for Patrick Mahomes?
Oh man, just keep doing what he's doing. You just got to keep believing. It's such a team sport, and he's making all the great plays and all the guys. But this game it comes down to bringing down the nerves and getting after it and finding a way to win. I think he'll be prepared, and Andy Reid will make sure he'll be prepared. And I can't wait for this game. It's gonna be a great matchup for sure. Obviously, the Bucs have been playing great, especially to the end of the season.
Russ, you have a new offensive coordinator in Shane Waldron. I read where you've talked to him a couple times already. What do you expect from the offense going forward?
Well, obviously Shane's been great getting to know him over the past, a few weeks here, a couple weeks here, and he's super knowledgeable of the game. He brings some nuances of the game that I think will be really good for our offense as well. And obviously, we've been great over the past several years on offense. What we've been able to do, we've been able to score a lot of points and throw a lot of touchdowns and make a lot of plays. But you're trying to find that little bit of extra 2-3% that we can do better. And as we find that, I'm excited that Shane can help bring that to us. I know obviously I've had some great offensive coordinators in Bevel and Shadi in the past too. So Shane is going to be really great. I'm really fired up about him being on our team.
Look, I know it's only been a couple of weeks in talking with him and trying to figure things out for how things will look next September when things get going. But give us a sense of what it's going to look like under Shane Waldron, maybe at the line of scrimmage in particular. Will you have more freedom there?
Well, I think anytime that I can be at the line of scrimmage and make calls and get us to the best play, I think it's always critical. And always being able to do that and playing with a great sense of urgency and being able to score as many points as we can. Obviously we've been able to score a lot of points over the years, and I think that's going to be a key part for us. So, I think for us right now, keep scoring touchdowns. I don't want to give too much away or talk about too much here, but we still got several months to go before we kick off the football.
Russ, let Russ cook has become a thing around the internet and on Twitter and social media. Do you pay much attention to that phrase?
Oh man, we always want to stir some things up, and we have all the ingredients and guys like DK, Tyler, all the players that we have. I think we went through a little bump in the road there, and it's getting hit a little too much. We got to be able to spread it out a little quicker and do some things here and there. But I think at the end of the day, we're always going to be able to score a lot of touchdowns, and we got to keep finding ways to win games. It's just one or two plays here in every game, and so we're right there. I think we got some more building to do, more growing to do, but obviously I want to be one of the best quarterbacks to ever play this game, and I think when I step on the field, I want to have an impact on the game from the beginning to the end of the game throughout the whole entire game. And so I think what's really important is making sure that I can have that impact in all different facets, and really cause havoc for the defense.
Let Russ cook and let DK Metcalf fly. And that was the highlight of the season, probably in the entire NFL, is watching DK Metcalf chase down Budda Baker. Can you take us back to that game, your reaction to the chase down, and what you may have said to DK after that?
His effort on that play was just remarkable. Just his work ethic every day, his attention to detail. I think he's one of the most special players, in the National Football League, and he's one of the best guys in the National Football League too. And he's a great friend. I was talking to him last night, and he's one of my best friends. And just how he plays hard and he makes plays. Obviously, he's a freak of nature, but what's key for DK is for us to continue to build, us to go to another level, us to continue to shine and be great. I think he scored 10 plus touchdowns last year. Now it's time to get to 20, and let's make sure that we do that. And so I think that every day we're already talking about, working out together, spending time together and doing all this stuff. So we have a whole plan of how we're going to do that. And it takes a lot of great effort, but that play was insane. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen anybody run that fast besides Usain Bolt.
Russ, you mentioned DK. Your numbers were just incredible for the first 8 games of the season. And then you guys kind of leveled off a little bit. He said last week, he told Brandon Marshall that he thought teams figured it out a little bit. Did you feel that way too?
I felt like we started running the ball, more and everything else. And, I could go back to the Washington game where, we actually played really well in the first half, and it came out in the third quarter. We had an awesome run. And then, the game kind of just slowed down naturally. I think the games that, we didn't play great in, I think that we needed to adjust in the game, especially, the first quarters were kind of passed by us. They got the ball first. They slowed the game down, everything else. And then the second quarter there, we didn't really adjust great in those games in third quarters. And so we needed to adjust a little bit faster, a little bit smoother. I think that was really the only thing, and I think that we'll be prepared to do that this year coming up. We'll be prepared to do that moving forward. And we got to make sure that we do that as soon as we're filling out the game. And so, I listen, it's a National Football League. It's a tough league, and, we were able to, people were able to slow us down a little bit, but we're still pretty hot, in the sense that, we were able to throw a lot of touchdowns, make a lot of plays, win a lot of football games. Unfortunately, we didn't end the way we wanted it to and the way we needed it to. And we got to be crisper. We got to be better there. And so the ultimate goal is to be playing this weekend and to have the chance to win it all.
Russ, I want to take you back to your high school days, 2007, playing football in Richmond, Virginia. Courtesy of our friends at Max Preps, we have some highlights of your days back in the pads in high school. You were ranked as a 2-star, not even in the hundreds, in the thousands, 1,102nd ranked player in that 2007 class. Now a Super Bowl champ, 8-time Pro Bowler. What's your message to kids that might be in the same boat as you?
Well, I think the biggest thing, you have to believe, why not you? My dad used to always inspire that, and to me, that's why we named our foundation Why Not You Foundation. But to me, you have to believe in why not you. That thought process. I think that's the question that we all ask ourselves, consciously or subconsciously, at some point in our lives. Why not me? Why not me be a doctor? Why not me be a professional athlete? Why not me? Be an entertainer? Why not? Why not? Just really have to believe in that. And so for me, that was something that was ingrained in me since I was little. I've always been able to make plays on the field, and I always say, if a whole bunch of people are at the park and you're choosing people at the park, I may not be the first one you see, but I want to make sure I have an impact. I want to make sure you choose me, And so at the end of the day, I want to be able to make plays. I want to be able to, give our team the best chance to win. And I think ultimately why I play this game is to win. That's been since I was little, a young kid. I was never happy if I didn't win. So, ultimately, I think, I play this game to win championships. I play this game to win it all. And I think that's really what matters most.
And did that 7 years ago in Super Bowl 48. We only have a few seconds left with you, but I want to get your Super Bowl pick and also tell us what you're doing for Bose.
Oh, man. Well, first of all, I'll talk with Bose first. Bose has been amazing over the years. I've been super grateful. We just honored a bunch of healthcare workers. It's been amazing what we've been able to do. And just to be able to honor the healthcare workers through Looped and have some cool dialogue with them. But what was really cool was we were able to give them big Bose TV speakers so they watch the game, give them merchandise, give them some local businesses, gift cards for those local businesses as well. And it's just the engagement and experience. But I have my Bose, headphones, the 700s on. I listen to music all the time. Obviously, music's big at my house. So, we always listen to music and enjoying the times. But it allows me to relax for big games like this. And so this game, obviously you got Mahomes, you got these guys, you got Tom Brady and the Bucs as well. And, I just think it's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough game throughout. But I think because of the odds and what the Bucs have done, the uniqueness of this year for Tom to be the great player that he is, and for him to be 43 or whatever he is, almost 44, to be able to come from the Patriots for so many years and to come to Tampa Bay, it's really about him. He's the player that he's been over the years and who he is as a player and competitor. I think Tom pulls it off. I think he finds a way to win number 7. And I think their defense has been, lights out for the Bucs. They've been able to fly around and make plays. It's going to be hard to contain a guy like Patrick Mahomes. He's such a tremendous player, and he's magnificent back there. And obviously you got Tyreek Hill and those players around him and Travis Kelce. But I'm going with the Bucs. I'm going with them by 4 points. I think it's going to be a high scoring game, and I think the Bucs win by 4. I'm not sure the exact score, but I'm going to go by 4 points.
Very detailed pick from Russell Wilson. Thank you so much for joining us here on HQ on behalf of Bose.
Okay, thank you guys so much. Go Hawks.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.